The 613 mitzvot that we have in the Torah, which are the Shesah mitzvahs leisaseh and the Ramach mitzvahs aseh, 248 positive commandments and 365 prohibitions. Obviously, they're all equal, they're all important, but some of them have a certain interesting detail, certain interesting, how should I say, catch to it. Talking about catching, there's a mitzvah in the parsha of this week, which is one of the difficult to understand. And that's the mitzvah of Shiluach HaKen. A business with a bird on its chicks or the eggs, what you're supposed to do, how you're supposed to behave. And I'd like to discuss this, how this is related to the month of Elul, and more than anything else, to Geula, to Moshiach. But before we do this, let's invite Levi to say with us, chapter Kuf, 100, to thank God for all the miracles. And I personally thank God for an additional miracle. Levi is a little miracle for us, Baruch Hashem. So Levi, go ahead.
Mitzvah say that here Adonai kol haaretz. Ivdos Adonai b'simcha boyu lefanav b'rinana. U ki Adonai hu Elohim hu asanu v'lei anachnu ami b'tzin ma'iseh. Boyu shayra b'sei dechatzidis b'sila. Hid lei baruch hu shmek. Hitev Adonai le'elam chalzeh v'ter v'ter amonaseh.
Say shofar. For Elul, it's good enough, and some tzedakah. So I'm not going to discuss now the details of this particular mitzvah, but rather what the message is, because we find something very interesting. The Medrash says, Amar HaKadosh Baruch Hu, God says, if you will fulfill the mitzvah of Shiluach HaKen, in other words, sending away the mother, I promise you, I bring you Moshiach. I bring you the Redeemer. In other words, the Medrash says clearly that this mitzvah is intrinsically connected to Geula. What's the connection? So listen to a few beautiful commentaries. The Shach, Simse Kohen, says the following. In the verse we read, Shalach te Shalach es ho'ein. A redundancy. Twice the word Shalach to Shalach. Why repetition? In the Torah, everything is precise. But this is to remind us the two individuals who are involved in the ultimate redemption, which is Elijah, Eliyahu Hanavi, Mevasser HaGeula, the one who notifies Moshiach is coming, and then Moshiach himself, Shalach to Shalach, he's sending us Eliyahu Hanavi, and he's sending us Moshiach. Then a commentary by the name of Noam Godin says the following. Who do we have to send away? The mother. Aim. Shalach to Shalach es ha'aim. Send away the mother bird. Aim is spelled Aleph Mem. He says in the different redemptions that the Jewish people have experienced, and what we're going to experience, or we're experiencing now, I should say, is related to the Aleph and the Mem. First redemption was from Egypt. Aaron, Aleph, and Moshe Rabbeinu, the Mem. In the story of Purim, Esther and Mordechai. Presently, coming out of exile now, is Aleph Eliyahu Hanavi and Mem Moshiach, whose name is Menachem. Aleph Mem. Further says, where do we find that bird? In its nest. It's called Kan Tzipor, a bird's nest. Let's take the first letters of those two words, Kan, Kuf, Tzadik, Tzipor Tzadik, Kates. Kates Hayamin means the time of redemption. Because Yaakov Legalos Kates, it says, Yaakov Avinu wanted to reveal the time of redemption. So Kates is all about redemption. In here we find indication, alluding to the Kates. Further is an interesting thing. The Zohar says, what's the connection of this mitzvah? Why is this mitzvah so powerful that this is the catalyst to bring Geula? It says because the mother refers to God. The mother bird is God. The chicks are we. It's extremely painful to see that separation from the mother and the children. So the mother is crying out, I want my children, and the children are crying out to the mother, I want to be with you. So this reminds us our outcry that we need to do to come to have the redemption. And then the mother responds and comes. How do we do this? By reciting the Psalms of Tehillim. Again, Kan, numerical value of Kan is 150, referring to the 150 Psalms of David HaMelech. Moshiach is a descendant of David. And therefore today, in the month of Elul, we have the custom to add every day 3 chapters to make sure that we merit Moshiach ben David, Menachem, descendant of David HaMelech, to come and take us out of exile now.